Wow. Looking professional for once. Holy shit. Whoops. If I don't make stupid mistakes. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it needs to be zoomed in a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We can do this. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Raiko and today I'm going to announce my October TBR. For October I have decided to do a readathon, and this year I will be joining the Trick or Treatathon, and I'm excited to join. And I also kind of made my boyfriend also join this readathon, but he will be not filmed or anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the readathon with him. I have 5 books out of the 9 prompts, meaning that I have doubled up some of them. My boyfriend has done the same. I think he has also 5 books, and we will be buddy reading one of the books, so that's gonna be hella fun. The first prompt is Halloween, and that's a book that gives you autumnal vibes. I have chosen The Cat Who Saved Books. I felt like this cover was more autumny. My boyfriend actually chose this book for me. Natsumi Books is a secondhand store, and Nitori always goes there because his grandpa owns it. But his grandpa sadly dies. The shop is about to close, basically. Then he finds this talking cat named Tiger. How cute is that? It's a tabby cat. He needs a book lover to get on a mission, and basically Nitori finds out that he can save the secondhand bookstore together with this cat. So we're basically gonna see if the bookstore will really be saved or not. I'm super excited to read this. I read a different cat book that made me cry, and I hope this book will make me cry. Like, please do. My boyfriend is going to do a recommendation that I did, which is the monster hypothesis. Hypothesis. My boyfriend is gonna read the monster hypothesis. And I've read this book quite some time ago. I thought it was okay. It doesn't really give autumnal vibes, but it also does. It gives kind of spooky vibes, I find, due to the cover art. There's a spooky house and everything. So, kind of autumn, kind of more Halloween-ish. I mean, the slasher movie is called Halloween, so I find it fitting. But yeah, he's gonna read this book. This book is about Kik, and Kik is basically living with her grandmother, Misery, and she is a fake psychic in the town. Kik is all about science, her parents are scientists, and in this town there is a curse, and this curse is about children disappearing and kind of turning into monsters. And Kik is like, I don't believe that. We should find out what the real reason is. Basically, Kik is gonna prove the town that the curse is fake and there is a scientific logic behind it, and she hopes that she can do it. For Friday the 13th, we have to read a book with a number with it, and I found it kinda difficult, let's say that. I found it difficult to find a book, in my bookcase at least, to find a book that I have not read with a number in it, because I have quite some with numbers in it, but these are already read, so I was like, okay, maybe I have one, and luckily I do, and that's The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Aiden Bishop is trying to save Evelyn Hardcastle, or at least make sure that, like, she isn't killed again and again, because her parents threw a party and, well, she got killed. Again, and then again, because the day keeps repeating, but Aiden keeps waking up in a different guest's body. Aiden has to break the cycle by identifying the killer of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I think this will be a pretty good book because we're gonna see the perspective of like different guests, but Aiden is that guest, so yeah. I'm really excited to read this. I really am. I do not have Evelyn Hugo, like, physically. I didn't buy it physically. I have it on my e-reader, so I can hold up an e-reader, but it doesn't stay on the page for the thing. So I'll just put a picture here, like, wow, beautiful picture. So Evelyn Hugo, yes, she got married like 7 times, and oh boy, it's a wild ride. I think many people have already read this book, pure because of TikTok. Evelyn Hugo, how can I explain this without like reading the synopsis? Evelyn Hugo was kind of poor in her like early life and decided to become an actress. By getting fame and like going through her story, she kind of married like multiple people, and she is basically getting interviewed through this whole book. So you will actually see a perspective of the interviewer who interviews Evelyn, and then Evelyn telling her story about like her 7 husbands, because it's been always kind of a question, I guess, in the media of why she married like 7 people. My explanation won't do justice for the book. The book will literally just blow you away. It's great. It's amazing. Then you have prompt number 3, and that is Nightmare on Elm Street. Prompt number 3 is basically just reading a book at night, and it could be any of the books, really, that we're gonna read. So I'm just gonna skip that one. Prompt number 4, Child's Play. Prompt 3 is read a middle grade book. I have chosen a book that's been recommended to me for like 5 years, 6 years already. So I'm gonna read Percy Jackson. Finally. My friend actually recently started reading this, and I think she already finished it. But she loved this series, and my other friend who read it as a child and reread this series at least 10 times already, she loves this series, so I want to see if I can get into this. Percy is a demigod and the son of Poseidon. He vaporizes his teacher by accident, and ever since he is battling monsters with his friends, and Zeus thinks that he stole his lightning bolt, so he is now having a conflict with Zeus, and I think that's what this book is all about. I'll see if I like it, and if I do, I will definitely read it. The second book. My boyfriend doubled up this prompt with the monster hypothesis, so not gonna talk about that really. So prompt 5 is Texas Chain Massacre, and that is a book that sets itself in the real world. I doubled up this prompt with The Cat Who Saves Books, so I'm not gonna really go into that further. My boyfriend is actually already reading this book, but I'm not sure if he will make it till the end of September to read this and finish it, so he put this in his little list. For his choice, he chose The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I feel like this book is kind of hard to explain on what it's about. It's kind of rewinding the same day and finding out like little stories about the different train passengers, and she knows you, but you don't know her. Prompt 6 is Scream. For myself, I have chosen Mexican Gothic. I have no clue what this is about. I randomly picked it up because it was in my TBR. I'm gonna keep myself surprised. I have no clue what it's about, and maybe it's better to not know, because I would then be guessing, I guess. For my boyfriend, he chose One of Us is Lying. We've seen the show together. It was a really good show. I already read the book before watching it. Basically, some students are caught to detention, and Simon dies at detention hour. The 4 leftover students are kind of questioned by the police, and they're trying to see who have killed Simon. They all have secrets, and Simon also had a blog who posted these secrets. The police think that one of them tried to prevent Simon from spreading these little secrets. Prompt number 7 is I Know What You Did Last Summer. It is about a book that has been published before this year, and that could be literally almost every book in my TBR, because I have only, I think, 3 books that have been published this year in my TBR or in my bookshelf. I doubled this up with Percy Jackson. I think my boyfriend doubled this up with One of Us is Lying or The Girl on the Train. He doubled it up with The Girl on the Train. So no explanations here, really, and no book showing here. For prompt number 8, it's The Slumber Party Massacre, and it's a buddy read or read during a live show prompt. My boyfriend and I are gonna buddy read, and we're buddy reading The Gravity of Us. Carl's dad is selected for NASA's mission, but Carl really wanted to become a journalist, and he feels like his future is falling apart due to his dad joining this mission because he wouldn't really be taken seriously as a journalist, and his family is basically the top story in the journalism world right now. So he's struggling with that. He meets Leon, who understands him and is also an Astro kid. They kind of just connect with each other. Carl kind of finds out that his family has like secrets. I guess we're gonna read about those. And then the final prompt is My Bloody Valentine. My Bloody Valentine is a book with like a couple or romance, and we chose The Gravity of Us for this too, to double it up. In total we'll be reading 5 books each, I think. I'm very excited for this month. These are all the books that I'm gonna read this month. I'm very, very excited. So this is my October kind of announcement with my TBR and my announcement of me joining the Trick or Treat-a-thon. I cannot wait to start the month, and I honestly hope that you will have a great October too. Watch some nice spooky movies, do some spooky things, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!